Hello, boys and girls, Ultimate Hero here. I have a bit of a sad update for you all, and that is the fact that my TV has died. I believe I've tweeted about it before, but I hope to God that this other TV that I put up, which is a waste of my time, but at least I threw out the old one, though when I get a new TV, I'll have to take this one out too. But it's not dead, so I might just put it back in the storage room, just to leave it there in case my grandma wants to use it. But that's beside the point. TV's dead, so I can't really do LPs. That's half truth and half lie. So I can technically by plugging in the cables directly into the Dazzle, which I have done. And I did try to see how I could do with Paper Mario. However, with the little bit of lag which is inevitable, I might add, it makes the game a bit harder. Now, normally I'm really good at the game, and if I went through this, I could make this a bit of a challenge. Now then, I should really actually try it. I did try movements, just moving around the overworld, but that made it a bit different. It was like about a second lag, but I don't know. It might depend on the audio or the video, depending. I can't tell which one's the real culprit at the lagging. Though I'm gonna say it's a bit of both. Otherwise, I would go for it, but in this case, I don't want to bother because I not just have to. Because I mean, yes, Paper Mario is an RPG. However, it has a turn-based style, yet how you attack is slightly action-based because of timings. Timings makes it a bit of both a mix of turn-based and action RPG, which is why people would easily love the Paper Mario series because it's a mix of both. But aside from that, there's also the matter of special skills. Best one I can think of, Earth Tremor. There's some I can do no prob, like that Time Bomb one, but then there's others that'll be a pain, like Sweet Treat or Sweet Feast. And then there's also another move, which I gotta get, which also involves button mashing, which I won't mention what it is yet, but we'll be getting that in the future, or we would, but I'm not canceling Paper Mario. I think I'm just going to put it up on a straight hiatus. I can't believe this had to happen. If I didn't take that long hiatus, or I didn't take that long break through all of February, if I didn't like slack off like I did, I might have gotten done at least with the main story of Paper Mario. Might have. There's really no way of assuring. Though at the rate I was going, I might have been at around the final chapter by now. Which that would have made it even worse, but... Now, I can record a bit of the next part, because the next part of that I have yet... But Chapter 7 is mostly dialogue. There is a bit of action, but it's all crammed in the middle, and then there's a slight amount at the end, though it's all skippable. Though obviously I won't be skipping it for the sake of 100%ing, but nonetheless, there are timings that need to be done, and I don't want to deal with that. What I might just do is I actually didn't try the fights, so I should at least try the fights before I can give an assurance, but I'll get to the point later, but yeah, if this doesn't work out, if I can't really do the fights very well, I will try to do just about every attack I can, just to see how it works. And then from there, just see how it turns out. If it works out well and I can do it somewhat, I might go for it regardless and just do Paper Mario. Though the problem is, I actually did record the substitute LP, and oh my god, was it hard to read the dialogue. Normally, the game, basically the Let's Play community is basically we have babied our viewers into forcibly always having to read the dialogue, because if you don't, people are like, oh, why don't you read the dialogue, because we're so used to it. Now, normally, I didn't have to really do that much in my last Let's Play Persona 4, because that game is mostly voice-acted. I only had to voice over non-voice-acted scenes, or I said, you parted ways with Yukiko and went home, for example. Like, stuff like that. That was mostly understandable, and it's an understandable way to skip it, but majority of that game was voice-acted. So, any hope of doing any action games, which the majority of video games are... I mean, if I was doing something like, say... I don't know, if you did like a Pokemon game, that's no problem, which that's ironic that I say that, but that's the only example. Or, let's say, Final Fantasy, which I would probably never play the series anyway, because of the fan base. But, anyway, Actually, I should close. Why am I? I'm going through Firefox. This is why I like have moments of pause. I'm just going through my browser, going through Tumblr. That's distracting me from recording. There, I close the browser. We're good. Time to continue on. Anyway, so this brings me up to my substitute LPs. I can only do 2 games on a console, and I am not resorting to emulators again. I do not want to go back to that point in time. That was good when I began, which is understandable, because that's an understandable way for anybody to begin with emulators. But now I feel that I've outgrown that. I will try to avoid emulated games if at all possible. And yes, the games I could do would be games I do own, but nonetheless, I don't want to do it. I'd rather find... There is a way for me to record GBA games, though. I don't know. Anyway, I'll try and see if I could do fights with that. If I can't, then yeah, I'll be doing the next Let's Play. I won't be making another video just to specifically say, hey, I tried. That's it. But what I will be doing is 2 substitute games. Now these 2, I want you all to vote upon. Now, I'm already decided on one to do, but if people want me to do the other, I'll be willing to. I've already recorded the first 2 parts of the second choice, which there's a reason why I don't want to do the first game, and you all know why, and I'm assuming you're all likely to agree. Now, I believe in my fan base. I believe in you guys. I couldn't even call it a fan base. Well, I believe in you all regardless. Those who watch my videos. I believe in you all. I believe you guys won't say, it's sugar ripoff. Yeah, you know what game I'm talking about. It's for the GameCube. Both of these are. Pokemon Colosseum and Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. I love these games. Though Pokemon Colosseum has just an abysmal after game. Honestly, I think it's one of the worst after games because it's just collecting what you missed. Thankfully, it's good for those that failed to catch Shadow Pokemon. Though knowing me, I'm the type of person that likes to go after them on one try, because it is a pain otherwise to wait. You have to wait till post game to do it. And I think at first I thought there were some Shadow Pokemon that if you couldn't catch, you'd be screwed. Though there are other opportunities, but I don't know if there's a way to actually, say you fail the second time. Is there another way to get in the third time? XD Gale of Darkness, there's always another chance. And your post game will be long if you didn't catch that many Shadow Pokemon. Which really catching Shadow Pokemon in that game is a hell of a lot easier than the prequel Colosseum. Now, you all know why I don't want to do Colosseum, because Chuck Conroy just finished it, and I honestly don't want to deal with the freaking sugar ripoff. And I believe he actually bashed, I keep saying this a lot, but I believe he actually bashed on those who said that, saying that's disrespectful. And really, who cares if somebody's doing the same game? I think, oh yeah, I actually did say that in the other video, in the ones I recorded, XD Gale of Darkness. Like I said, I recorded 40 minutes worth of that. I could have gone longer. I could have gone for another part, but I didn't want to because I'm going to be resetting the game until I get Eevee with a particular nature that I want. I might do the same with Colosseum. It's a personal thing for me. I'm just a bit picky about some Pokemon with natures. There's just some I don't want to deal with. Well, you get what I mean. I just don't want to have to deal with all that crap. But either way, what I want to do is do one of these. This is the only one I can do. Now, I was originally planning to hold XD or Colosseum until near the end of the year, but it looks like due to the scenario, I can't even do the game I had in mind. Because if I could have done the original game I had in mind to start in April, I wouldn't be doing this video now, would I? If that other TV would work, which I'm looking at you right now, you damn TV, I'd punch it if I could. But I'm not going to be able to do that either. And really, Thousand Year Door might be an impossibility. Well, not an impossibility, but it'd be a pain in the ass, and I know I'd fuck up when it matters most. And that's avoidable, so I'd rather not deal with it. So, I hate to say it, but it looks like Thousand Year Door might be on a possible hiatus. When I get a new TV, I don't know when that'll be, I'll get on that right away. Now, the reason I could get a TV really in about by May or June. There's a problem though, because I'm going to college this year, and yeah, that's going to make me a lot more busy, but that's beside the point. What I need is a computer. I need a new computer because I don't want this one to die on me before I start or while I'm in college, because if that happens, I'm pretty much SOL, and I'll be spending an eternity in the library, and that's gonna be a pain. So I'd rather avoid that. I'm gonna get a new tower. I'm not gonna bother with speakers or a monitor or a mouse. I'm just gonna get a new tower, set that up, and there you go. I can record. Maybe I could go back to emulated games after that because the computer could handle that much more. Or hell, I'd love to be able to play Minecraft. I hope the computer I get can do Minecraft or is able to handle it. The weird thing about Minecraft, as it updates, it gets harder to play. And by harder, I don't mean difficulty-wise. Now that might be partially true right there. There might be double meaning or more significance in what I say. But that I mean is it's harder for a computer to handle because they add more stuff and then they want to make it up to date. Because really, I thought that game was a game that didn't really involve quality. Now I know it runs on Java, which I understand why. Otherwise, oh god, that would be one big game to handle. Well, it'd be a lot harder to handle without Java. But even with Java, it's still a pain to handle, or for your computer to handle, I should say. But that's until then. The computer comes first, in my mind. The TV comes next. All I needed is for games, really. So even I can't even get Tales of Symphonia. So that game is going to be put back for me, which sucks. I really want to play Symphonia, but it doesn't look like I'll be able to get on that either. So here's hoping I can get a new computer soon. I'd really love to get a new computer, and it'd be really helpful for more reasons than one. College, gaming, doing stuff that I want to do on the computer. There were two computers to remember in mind. I hope they didn't raise in price, though. There's one that had 500 gigs of space and 8 gigs of RAM, while it was switched around in the other case. It had more emphasis on space and less on RAM. 4 gigs of RAM and 1 terabyte of data space. Really, you need 4 gigs of RAM in general, but I like 8 just because I want more power. I want to be able to render stuff easily. So I can at least always guarantee an upload, at least. I can at least guarantee an upload, and I can just render it while I sleep, or render it while I'm doing something else like playing Portable or something. I just want to do stuff like that. But I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I might decide, because really, I'm starting to reach the cap in terms of data space, with just 225 gigs of space on this computer. And I'm managing. I say I'm managing fine, despite me reaching its limits. I say I'm managing fine. I got all what I need, but 500 would be better. Maybe I'll settle for the terabyte, so I can feel free to go overboard. Hell, I could even download animes. Of course, I delete them when I'm done watching them, but it'd be nice. We'll see, though. It'd be nice, though. Nonetheless, I don't know what will happen afterwards in terms of Pokemon XD, though I think Pokemon XD should keep me occupied long enough, because Colosseum is really shorter when you think about it. And I could do more with XD Gale of Darkness. There's a bit more to show off. I get, in my opinion. Some people can argue that Colosseum has more, but I think in general, XD is a great sequel to it, if you compare the two. But nonetheless, I'm going to probably have to settle for XD or Colosseum. So in the comments, I want you all to vote on which game you want me to do. But once I get a new TV, I will get on Thousand Year Door right away and finish it up. If I have a Let's Play going on, I'll probably I'll finish up that Let's Play, which is likely going to be Colosseum or XD. I'll either finish this current Let's Play that's coming up, which I don't know which one it'll be, so I guess we'll go along with what I'm saying. Either that, or I'll just add it on and just focus on that one. I don't know if I'll focus on it a lot, but we'll just have to wait and see. Either way, I hope you all stick around nonetheless. So in the comments, please vote on which game you want me to do. Be it either, again, Pokemon Colosseum or Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. So I would really appreciate if you guys can vote on it, though. I'm likely going to pick XD, but if enough people request Colosseum, I will get to doing. I might go along and just do it. I have teams prepared for both games, regardless, so I wouldn't have to worry about that too much. Either way, I hope to hear from you all, and hope you all decide what you would like to see, again, I understand why people would want me to do XD and not Colosseum, considering Chuck Conroy just did it. A lot of people probably saw his, so they don't want to see the same game twice. Unless it's a game that you are really into. Like for me, I can watch as much Super Mario Sunshines as I want because I love that game to death. Arguably, it might even be more. Actually, as of right now, it is more than Persona 4. But anyway, so that's gonna be it. I want you all to decide on your game you want me to do next. I can record a little bit more of Thousand Year Door, which I might just do and get the dialogue stuff out of the way. I might. No promises. I might. Which is just about 1 or 2 more parts. I think it's just going to be 1 more part, though. It'll be a long part. Might be a long part, but it would be a part nonetheless. It's mostly dialogue. If you know what you're doing at that part, it's really quick, but if you don't, you could be stuck there for like about an hour, really. You'll figure it out at some point. But anyway, I'm just rambling and dragging this video on even more. So, one last time, please vote for which game you want. The choices are Pokemon Colosseum and Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. So, please vote for that, just in the comments, leave it there. I've already got some votes from my friends, so as of right now, it's kind of close. I believe I've got 3 XD Gale of Darkness votes and 2 Colosseum votes. So as of right now, the time uploading this, it's 2 to 3. So feel free to tell me which game you'd rather me do. But those are really the only ones I can think of that are on my console that I could do. Can't really do anything else that comes to mind. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So next time, I guess you'll see me in another video, be it Colosseum or XD Gale of Darkness. Oh yeah, I do have one more Paper Mario Thousand Year Door video. In case this goes up before it, which I don't think it will, but in case, it'll depend. In case this video goes up before, like, basically, I got up to chapter 6, the start of chapter 6. So, either if the chapter 6 video didn't go up now, it'll go up next, and then we'll have we'll either then have me recording, I'll have myself recording the last bit I can do of Thousand Year Door for now, or Colosseum or XD. So expect that in case I didn't upload a Thousand Year Door video before this. So that's all. Again, vote for Colosseum or XD, whichever one you want me to do. I don't mind with either or. So that's pretty much it. So till next video. Until then, farewell.